people are experience-rich and theory-poor. We're so busy doing stuff every day that we hardly have the time to really pause and think about that and put it in perspective and actually learn from it. So here is an obstacle to what Peter Senge was saying is probably one of the last sustainable competitive advantage that companies have. This is something that had to be solved for, and I believe that that's kind of where operational excellence comes in, because it provides principles, ways of being able to do that, and to do it in a very efficient and effective way. Okay? But in order to do that, we need to be able to face some of the brutal facts. And as I mentioned before, for us, there was this heavy emphasis on people. And so this was sort of an aha moment as we shared this simple formula of people plus process equals performance. And simply what we were trying to do there was we were trying to create awareness. Awareness that performance isn't just simply tied to people. That actually if you improve on your processes, it allows your average Joe and James to be rock stars. Okay? But that's not where we were. Instead, where we were was, and this was in our pilot division in service, we took all of the ratings over the past 12 months for leaders that were not frontline associates. And what we found was that 2/3 of them were rated exceeding. But at that time that we took that data, we also realized that we were not quite hitting our target. So those two things didn't really match up. Then we had conversations with the leadership to say, where are we with our process? How mature do we think they are? And after we went through the operational definitions of these different things, everyone agreed that, wow, you know, our processes are somewhere between a 1 and a 2. Now this is using principles of capability, maturity, model, integration, CMMI. And so we saw process as being our opportunity. Here's how we can actually solve for world-class service. Now, let's assume 10 is perfection. I think we all agreed that we were not solving for perfection, okay? But we were solving for world-class service. And so we figured, well, that's probably an 8 as soon as it shows up. And so the question was, well, where are we right now? Well, if people were 4 and we were somewhere between 1 and 2, then we were somewhere between 5 and 6. And so we went back to that rating around people and we said, why is that? And we said, we came to the realization is people are working really hard, okay? And so we focused much more so on effort. We focused on their effort, and so when it came time to actually rate people, we realized that this person really put a tremendous amount of effort in here. We have got to exceed them as a result. And we really didn't focus as much on the end result. So we said, how is it that we get to world-class service? Well, you know, we want to be able to lower that level of effort, okay, and to get it more focused, right, more targeted. If we were to optimize our processes, then we can get to 8. And so that sort of laid out for us the journey more specifically.